Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Expeditions Rome playthrough. Again, before we move on, I just want to point out my changes to my inventory. I did put the Assassin Cowl, yes, makes sense. Critical damage 3 for my main character. And actually, I went with the sword back, sword and dagger. I just actually swapped this that was in my main hand, swapped it into the offhand, and we still have the backstab. And the reason being I went for sword is, yes, it's more damage, extra slashing damage, critical damage too, is of the skills. I can still put bleeding as I could with the other dagger, so that was the reason. Also, I changed my robes again. This one had slightly more fire resistance and bludgeoning resistance than the other robes that I have. And on Queso, I went with Corinthian helmet, gives more resistance, more armor, and also he didn't have any helmet at all. I do have changed the heavy armor as well. It has more resistance and more armor as well, so he's really a bit more beefier. Also, the shield, went for the pristine shield because, yep, shield strength, critical damage, base damage, and the skill as well, shield crash. I've left the spear as it is. Cineros has the Greek hood now. It's the one I think that I had. Can't remember, I think I had a Greek hood. So he has more health right now and no armor changed. And the Boetian helmet, no, I think actually I had this helmet. I can't remember right now. The Boetian helmet went to Bestia, so he has more resistance, more critical chance. And other than that, I think, yeah, the armor as well was changed. And unfortunately on Kalidos, still nothing. And in terms of skills, I only had Kalidos actually, and I spent one unspent point, and I decided actually to went for Vigilant. It is a passive skill, but interrupting now actually can hit 2 targets before it ends. Which means if there are some people that don't have that much health, like less than 10, that should be kills, you know? Instead of being just one, this should be 2 knockouts or directly kills depending on the roll. And maybe I'll go with my next point, I'll probably go for angle to interrupt count to be increased to 160 degrees from 120, and then maybe I'll improve marksman as well to have better accuracy. Other than that, we'll see what other points I'll invest in. It could be actually point blank, 100% critical chance for range attacks against adjacent characters would be useful. But anyhow, that's most of it. And I remember that actually I cannot sell items that you just disassemble apparently. So I did just that. And with that, I think we're finally over with Lesbos. So let's just cross the mare and go over here. Can I? I can actually check this spot up here as well, but our landing site will be where the boats are is positioned. So I'm not gonna go towards this side objective. Oh, I thought for a second something was happening. Or?
With Carter's fleet defeated, it will take some time to move the legions into Asia.
We should relocate Legio Witrix first. Your Legionari have been sitting idle too long, Consul. They're just about put down roots.
Agreed. The task of picking our path to Chalcedon will be up to you. Scout ahead with the Speculatories, then use Victrix to pacify the province. I will follow with Legio Prima Italica to help you hold the territory you take.
Okay, so it is something is happening. I thought it was like a hidden loading screen to pass on the other territory. But isn't this already a Roman territory? The province of Asia belongs to us.
Pontus has invaded Asia before. Cotta was made proconsul to keep Mithridates from making another attempt. Something is different this time. Pontus has support among the local population. We have to treat Asia as hostile territory.
So why do the local government supports Pontus?
King Mithridates has been building bridges with them for years, while exploiting the rift between the factions of the Senate. It is excellent statecraft.
They are traitors, the lot of them.
Crucify them. Let their deaths serve as an example for the rest.
I mean, a few rebellious upstarts won't even slow us down, but not sure if we actually should learn about or learn more about the political situation before we begin our invasion.
That is a wise plan, but Cotta's precarious situation does not leave us much time for caution.
Then we must learn on our feet, Domine.
The bulk of Mithridates' army is besieging Kazikos, the only city in Asia that resisted him. With his local allies, he is too great a force for us to face. If you can discover a way to turn the other regions here against Mithridates and make them withdraw their forces from the siege, that would aid us greatly.
What about the traitor? The one who lured the Legion into Archelaus' ambush? He should be killed, like the cockroach he is.
Good that you mention it. I believe we may have found him. A centurion called Cassius.
Oh. What gave him away?
He has been missing since the ambush, but a local fisherman admitted to taking him to the mainland. He speaks the local language and had family in Lesbos.
Okay. So where is he hiding then?
Not precisely, but it appears he was originally from Troas. I would say it's a safe bet you'll find him somewhere in that region.
So how could he have fooled us?
He probably had help. Jumping to conclusions is unproductive. But I suspect he's working for Vitellius Skywiller.
Forgive me, Domine, but what makes you think so?
It's merely a suspicion. We shall talk about this later.
Alright. Now we'll see what we can discover.
Remember, he's no use to us dead. Visit me in my legion's camp when you have questioned him.
If we're talking about interrogating spies, Calidus should be part of this. Where is he?
I was expecting him to appear out of nowhere. Out of nowhere halfway through the conversation. I'll go find him.
It would not surprise me to find he's been standing right behind us this whole time.
Could be. Right, so we got a couple of extra quests, apparently. There are all main quests. Paint yourself with the ruler of Mysia at the Temple of Apollon. Okay, and then we have Guacamole. Right. Anyone else has something to say? Don't think
What do you
so.
need?
By the looks of
Shall
it.
we, son?
At your service,
Nah, okay. Nobody else has something to say. Right. Calidus. Everything alright? Julius Calidus is hanging on the railings of the ship, looking pale as death, eyes fixed on the distant horizon. His left hand struggles to undo the clasp on his chainmail. Oh, let's help him take the armor off. You open the clasp and pull the chainmail off him. He struggles a little against your help and tries to speak, but instead he throws himself halfway over the railing and is violently sinking to the sea. Calidus sinks back down to the neck, whimpering, but it looks like being sick cleared his head somewhat. Without the armor, the feminine shape of his chest is difficult to overlook. Oh! So it is a woman. And you look like hammered shit, Calidus. Or should I call you Calida?
Pluto, take this sickness. This is not the time to talk about that.
shall we say, you've deceived me, or you conceal yourself. Well, I'm impressed. On the contrary, this is the perfect time. Stand up and look me in the eye. Or relax, I figured out pretty much as soon as we met. I mean, I had a feeling, I know, by the looks of how the character was designed, you know. But let's say she did fool everybody else, you know. And let's just commend her for concealing so well.
Glad to have made a good impression, at least. I was waiting for a good time to reveal the lie. Maybe give you a little more time to earn my trust.
Okay, how to answer? You prove to be more than capable enough. At the very least, you've earned a chance to redeem yourself. To earn your trust, how dare you? This only raises my esteem for you. You must have conquered many obstacles to make it this far. And I really don't care about your sex, as long as you make yourself useful. Well, let's say that you know, this only raises my esteem for you. You must have conquered many obstacles to make it this far.
Don't give me that overbearing tone. All the obstacles I faced, I conquered as a man. The only tricky part was not being found out.
It's about time you two met.
Wait, you knew about this console?
I could never have maintained the deception for so long without the consul's help.
I was shocked at first, but Callida had more than proven her worth by the time she revealed the truth to me.
I can't say this comes as a surprise. I figured you had your reasons to keep the secret, so I played along.
By all the gods, you are a great woman.
Ah, wonderful. It's turning into a whole thing.
When this war is over, I will court you. You and I will produce strong children.
Really?
I will attempt to take that as a compliment.
Right. You know what? Alright, people, that's enough. Give us some privacy to talk.
I really am sorry I had to lie to you all. If you can find it in your hearts to forgive me, I will be honest with you from now on. You too, Legate. Truly.
You have every right to feel betrayed. But I want you to keep Julia Callida in your contubernum. Militarily, you're an irreplaceable asset together.
For what it's worth, I want to stay.
Well, of course. I mean, at this point, I don't have anyone else to, you know, choose. So, and she has really good skills. Not using combat. So, of course, I'll keep you.
I'll leave you two to catch up. I have an invasion to plan.
Oh, and apparently my options made her approve really, really greatly. Right, and now we're back on the map. Can I check that? Okay, basic armor plate, armory. So it's just some random loot. So we have tannery, hunting grounds. Okay, let's... So there's 1,000. That's a repeatable mission. Interesting. You've located... Good place for the Legion to place their outpost. Click it on now to order Legio Victrix to move into Mysia and capture the region. Yeah, sure. And there's Temple of Apollon. Alright. Can I actually... Okay, can you choose this legion? Right, let me just close these and... Where's my legion? Guys? Why can't I... For crying out loud. Let's go to the observatory. Maybe something. And... oh, we discover some treasure. That, I suppose, the observatory is kind of like... you know... the viewpoints in Assassin's Creed and all that. Anyway, we have a random event. Fox rate. Your brief sleep is interrupted but by what can only be described as the laughter of the insane. Okay, let's jump to our feet. Wide-eyed and disoriented. As you shake off the sleep and get out of your tent, you realize your food supplies are being attacked by a particularly vicious skulk of foxes. I mean, we have to protect the food. Together with the Praetorians, you build a defensive formation around the food storage. The fox's attack relentlessly. Bestettabat is badly beaten, trying to kick a large vixen away from a sack of dried meat, but eventually the beasts retreat and the rations are safe. Okay, he's injured. Ah, okay. So we can't exactly move to the hunting grounds and all that because we don't have Mysia. I need to take Mysia first. Got it. Got it. And apparently there's like 6 sectors totally. Okay. Mission underway. We can move around a bit. We have the lumber mill over there, and we're going all the way around. Okay. Oh, and also forgot that I actually did recruit more legionnaires. Okay. Can I see what you have? No. Ooh, well, it is actually kind of a siege. So success chance, survival chance. I guess I'm gonna go for Marius Fronto, the Triarius. Because from what I see, he has all the best loots. Although Gaius, Fufius, Sita, survival chance is a bit lower, but the loot amount is higher, and no insubordination risk. I think in the end I'll still go for the Triarius guy.
How do you wish to deploy?
Okay. Position your legion. Yeah, let's actually protect that flank. It's apparently Legion manpower. That maybe that should make our guys not die that much. And also the commander, I need to protect him. Although I'm losing men. I think I lost more than him. Well, not exactly. Now I did. Ow. Yeah, they only lost like 30. So in terms of how many people I lost,
our legion has engaged the enemy.
okay. Sure. Let's charge. We may lose some people, but he's gonna lose more. And Fiction manpower 37. Yeah. We need to take this down, the scatter threshold. Come on, guys. Another 45. Getting close. These two Centuriones, commanders.
The enemy line is breaking!
Right. Yeah, the divide and conquer again. Although the loot range. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the cash anyway. So let's go for divide and conquer. And that should be... That should be it, yeah. That's a couple more people. That's more. Hopefully I chose correctly. Yeah, perfect. 161 they lost. Got a bit more loot range, apparently. Come on. That's more people now. That's again more people. But yeah, we got the siege. Perfect.
This is it! Their will to fight is broken!
And I mean, there's no point to give chase, so because the army is gone anyway. So, as per usual, celebrate. Need to get that morale. And I think we might have the loot range, have common loot cache and all that.
Finite milites exultare.
Oh, all commanders are available. Ah, interesting. Successful, occupy the Denari, receive 10 slave, 21 rations. What do we get? Spoils of war, good salvage. Yes, we did manage to get a chest. Okay, not bad. And yeah, I see everybody is participating. So only one is like the main commander. Got it. Okay. Pacification Beach Village. Okay, your legion has captured its first legion of Asia Minor, but Mysia hasn't been pacified yet. As soon as your legion leaves, the enemy will take over once more. In order to secure a permanent hold on the region, you have to carry out a special pacification mission. Open the quest log and check. Aha. So I have it. Is this the one? I just need to quest. Where is it? Yeah, check quest. And that's where? Oh, just... I mean, I need to go inside and talk. Is there anything else? I mean, the Legion is there. Cool. You can remain there for a second. Just gonna go get this loot over here. Schematic! Well, hello. Assassin equipment. Assassin dagger, assassin cowl, assassin garb. Not bad. Okay, Mountaintop Ruins. Let's go here really quick. The perfect site for a secret meeting. I mean, do I have? Right, I'm just gonna go around and loot a bit. Just wanna see where the edge of the map is, in a way. No, still not at the edge. All items collected. There's a well over there. Ooh, Lair of the Chimera. Springing seemingly out of nowhere, a half-naked man blocks your path, babbling nervously.
Travelers, beware, go no further. It's Lair. You are approaching great danger if you continue along this path.
Be calm and explain yourself?
The Chimera! You are in the domain of the Chimera, and she demands tribute.
Well? I mean, your words are superstitious, drivel. Take us there and let us see what kind of ordinary creature has aroused your fear.
Follow me then, but draw your weapons and keep your wits about you, for I have seen the glow of its fiery maw.
The man leads you to a weird-looking crack among the rocks atop the jagged hill. A dense smoke and a putrid smell emanates from the hall.
Here it lives! Place your offerings into the mouth of the Chimera. If you ignore my warnings, you will be forever cursed.
Okay, so we can leave 10 rations as an offering, reach into the hole and feel around to see what's inside. Yeah. Despite how it feels like a terrible idea, you carefully reach inside the hole, hoping perhaps the Chimera would have something to offer you. Your fingers bump against something cold and hard, and you wrap them around what feels like a piece of metal. Before you get the chance to dislodge the item from the earth's grasp, a massive column of flames bursts from the hole. I think we just got injured. Searing pain shoots through your arm as you hurl yourself sideways away from the hole and clear off the raging flames. Your arm is severely burned, but you have recovered a piece of odd-looking metal that seems to be quite resistant to fire, which could turn out to be useful. Right. Oh, we have Waiting Helmet 2, another regular dagger, interesting, and a pristine spear. Some more. Okay, we need to treat my wound, or I will die. Okay, replenish water. Right, let's go to Mysia, and hopefully I don't die in the meantime. Okay, let's enter the camp. Right, how do I heal myself? Uh, 50 chance of dying. Unfortunately, I don't see. Ah, hello. And we have medicine to treatment. Okay, treating injuries. The list on the left shows all of your Praetorians in need of treatment. A Praetorian can only have one injury at a time. And injury severity determines how close the character is to dying. Risk, okay, blah. Treatment information, how long it will take to bring your character back to full health, how much medicine, got it. Choose a healer to treat your patrol. And a healer is anyone with a first aid, doctor or physician perks. If a healer only has the first aid perk, they cannot cure an injury, but only prevent it from getting worse until a doctor can look at it. If you have no one with a doctor perk on your team, you must bring your injured Praetorian back to the Legion camp. Okay. Certain injury types are too complicated even for the doctor and must be treated by an experienced physician. If you know I have no one. Okay, cool. So what do you have? Yeah, let's... Okay, risk. Right, but it doesn't say... This healer can only... Right. Crap. That's not good. Infirmary. Oh! At least... Yeah, there we go. My character is actually walking differently now that he's injured. Interesting. Okay. So that's 102 hours, 54 hours. Ugh. So we're kind of stuck for like a lot of times. Can I... Yeah, I could upgrade, but I need resources. I need to... Yeah, let's skip time till treatment is complete. Otherwise, I won't be able to move. I mean, I do hope this is not timed, you know, like missing events and all that. Best, okay, he's been healed. At least we're kind of using rations actually. But I think we're recovering manpower as well. Finally. That was literally how many days? 4 days? Right. Also, yeah, we do have inventory. Again, I'll probably check this off screen because I think for sure this... I mean, base damage is lower. Critical damage 2 remains the same, but critical chance is increased. Base damage maximum, yeah, sure. I'll have that one. And the armor, I think, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Bestia. Yes. Can have that. And in terms of swords... Oh no, actually it's a dagger. Whoops. What do we have? Ambush. Must be used while in cover, and then Rupture. In this one we have Backstab. And this is if we get into flanked. Interesting. And I think I'll... just give it to Bestia. To be honest. And then let's say... I think I can only use 3 skills at the same time. Right. You know what? I'm gonna change your spear actually. Flurry helps, but sure. And then maybe have ambush instead of rupture, because I already have one skill for bleeding. I'm gonna leave it like that. And that should be alright, I guess. And yeah. This is for schematics. When we get at the point to have the blacksmith. Right. Let's... Does anyone has something to say?
At your service.
No. Or maybe let's
Tell
see
me,
if we
mate.
can talk with
What do you
Khalida. Now that we know the secret. Yep, he changed.
What can I do for you?
Yep, we can talk. Well, how does it feel to be in the Praetorian Guard of Legatus?
About the same. Except now I'm responsible for keeping you alive as well. It's not something I'm good at, you know? Keeping people alive.
Well, I must say, you did well in Mytilene.
Really? I was just following directions. This grand assault kind of action is not really my thing.
Well, yeah, well, alright, this was my first major battle as well. I guess we all have to improvise every now and then.
I don't like improvising. The results tend to be ugly.
Sure, but the results could be good as well. And all this time that you were pretending to be a man must have been really difficult.
Wasn't really my choice. It was a matter of survival. Yulia is a little girl who spends all her time being pretty. She eventually becomes the wife of a wealthy senator, and that will be her grandest achievement. I don't want to be the center of attention. I want to be in control of my life and other people's lives. I think deep down, I always was, Julius.
I do think you're pretty.
You don't get it, do you?
Well, maybe not. Right, we'll talk later, and I think that's about it. Do you have something new over here? No, we do have... Yeah, more slaves for building. That's good. You are? Oh, Ignatius. Hello.
Legate.
You have nothing to say, unfortunately. Great. We don't have anything. Awe. Right, we don't have anything else in our tent. Right.
Awe, Legate. If you have a moment, there's a matter which I believe urgently requires your attention.
Sure, I have time. Go ahead.
Although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention.
Alright. So what do you mean by pacification? We have a legion. Isn't that enough?
It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and voices of dissent will be raised now and then.
Well, I guess that's a natural part of warfare, I suppose.
Indeed. We are dealing with human beings, after all.
So, by personal attention, do you mean I have to take care of every single troublemaker who bothers us?
Not at all. Your attention will be reserved for more important things. I would suggest that you delegate this kind of task to someone you trust, however. I would ask that you send members of your Praetorian Guard, supervised by someone from your personal contubernium.
So, can their king tell them to stand down or something?
There is no king. Remember, this country is rightfully a province under our republic. As we regain control, it is unfortunately inevitable that we must put in some work to stabilize each region again under Rome.
Okay, then do whatever's necessary.
With all due respect, I'm not in charge of Legio Victrix. You are responsible for making decisions. I can only give you my advice.
Right, so I can give you free hand. That way I meant we can... Well, never mind, I understand. Let me know if such a situation arises.
Remember, Legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. The local villagers have armed themselves and managed to take a number of our legionari prisoner. They're now threatening to kill them.
So how could villagers defeat and capture trained legionary?
It's been a while since the men had some time off. This has been a prolonged campaign, Legate, and the men have certain needs. They were lured into a brothel and then beaten to near death. Not a war story they will tell often in the wine houses at home, I'm sure.
Right. Have they made any demands?
They want us to leave.
And what if we actually leave the region?
Then Mithridates will take back control of their lands and we will lose it.
Isn't this a bit the legionaries' fault? Maybe they deserve this fate?
I agree. And they deserve no less than death for their stupidity. But it should be you who punishes them. We can't let Greeks kill Roman citizens.
Alright, I will send a group of my Praetorians to save our people.
Of course. This mission demands some tact and care. Please, form a team based on those criteria. Our way, Legate.
Be well. Right. Apparently... rescue the Legionari. Recruit at least 3 Legionari. Why is this like a main quest thing? Oh! Right, so we can actually take them as party members. So I guess... you get you. Oh, what are you? I think you're infantry. So let's get... So that could be like as a party members, and then we can put for the Legion as well. Interesting. And then we can recruit more, I guess, right? Or we can actually Centurion or Praetorian directly. Interesting. Right, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. So we need to recruit, actually. Recruit more. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna again check everything off screen and all that. See what I can recruit. I'm gonna continue next time and rescue the guys that have been captured, and then probably start doing missions around. Like to use my Legion to get some of the materials I need to make the armory and all that. But in the meantime, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys. And as always, don't forget to take care.